Hello everybody. So in this video, I'll demonstrate how we can detect the language of an incoming email using UiPath, OpenAI, or you can call it ChatGPT connector, and automatically convert it to the English language before creating a JIRA issue. And once the issue is resolved, the process sends a response in the original language of the email using the same connector. So let's get started. To do this, first I'll go to UiPath Studio Web and click on create a new project, and we'll give it a name, ChatGPT underscore JIRA underscore Outlook underscore integration, and we'll select the automation as event based. Click on create, and we'll search for a trigger now. The trigger is email received. I have selected that and it will load that to me on the workflow. The activity has now been loaded. Now next thing, I'm just going to validate my connection. The connection is valid. Now I'll be selecting the folder. For that, I'll be selecting inbox here. Click on save, and the output for this will be saved in received email variable. Next thing, I'll be adding one more activity called generate text completion from OpenAI. There we go. The activity will take some time to load. It has been loaded now. Again, I'll be validating my connection here. It is again valid, and we'll open this expression builder here and we'll write a message to ChatGPT like, could you please express in one word what language is in the following paragraph? Let me just write it. And along with that, I'll be passing the email body here, and ChatGPT will return the language of that email to me in just one word. So I'll be selecting the email body here, click on save, and the output will be stored in this top generating text. So if the language is Romanian or any other language, the ChatGPT will just provide me that language name. And just to validate everything, I'll just using this log message activity. So I'm just writing here the language is, and the output of that ChatGPT activity here. The language is plus use a variable generate text completion, and it should be top generating text. I'll basically add one trim here as well, just to make sure there are no extra spaces. After that, I'll add one more activity called if activity. I guess you've already used this activity before. And now I'll again open this expression builder here, and we'll check if the generated language is not English. So I'll be writing here top generating text dot contains dot trim dot contains English. So I've added note, so it will return to me false if it is English or true if it is not English. And I'll add one more activity again here, like generate text completion, and here the language, if it is not English, it will convert that into English language. So let me just again use this expression builder, and we'll ask ChatGPT to convert the mail body to English. Convert the following text into English language, please. And I'll be passing email body here again. So let me just select that. Yep. Click on save. And the next thing that I'm going to do here is I'll be saving the output into a variable. So at the moment I don't have any variable. Now I'll create a new variable for that, and I'll be giving the variable name converted text underscore email body, and we'll click on create here. And in the else condition, I'll be adding another activity called set variable value. So if the text is plain English language, so I'll be using the same variable name and just passing the email body here without converting. So let me just go ahead and click on email received, then select the body again, received email, and then with body, yeah. So I'll select the body here and click on save. Next, I'll be adding one more activity to log the message to JIRA. Let me search for that, JIRA, and I'll select this create issue activity. Let me just click on that. It will be loaded soon. It has now been loaded. Let me just validate the connection. The connection is valid. I've already created a project here for you. So let me just search for that. The project name is Team Kanban. It has been selected now. Now I'll select the issue type here as task. And if I click on this additional option for the summary, I guess I'll be selecting the email subject as a summary for this email. So let me just search that received email, and where is my subject? Yep, subject. I'll select that, and under this reporter section, I'll add the Jira Outlook plugin character name. So let me just search for that, Jira Outlook. Yep, and the description for the process would be the variable that we created called converted text underscore email body in the English language, and the output would be issue ID and issue key. Next, I'll be adding all those records into the data table that we have created. So let me just first drag the create entity record activity here. So I've already created a data table for you. So let me first search for that, then I'll show you the data table. MB CGPT, yeah, it is there. It has now been loaded. Let me just go to my data services. This is my table, and these are the column name like email name, email language, Jira ID, and Jira key. And at the moment there is no data available in the table. Let me just add that. First I'll select the email. So email would be okay, this email received. Click on received email. It should be the from, and let me just add few more fields. I guess some of the fields are missing. Jira key, yeah, Jira key and name are missing. So let me just add that. Now I'll select the email language. So email language would be the output for the generate text completion, top generated text. So if it is Japanese, it will show Japanese, Russian, Romanian. So it will just save the language into this column name. Then I'll add issue ID here. Then the Jira key, both are from the create issue output. Let me just delete that. And the name would be from the email received, from, and then I select the display name here. So this will basically add a new record to our data services. I'll tell you in the part 2 of this video why I have created this table. Now I'll again drag the if activity and will put the same logic. Like if it is not an English language, then drag another activity called generate text completion and convert the response into the language of the email. Okay, let me just write it here. Could you please convert the following response into, I'll be selecting the output again from the generate text completion. So it will convert the response into the same language. So let me just copy and paste the content here. So here is the output that I'll be sending, but it will be in the different language. So first, let me just change some values here and add dynamic values here. So email receipt, I'll be selecting name from the email receipt, the same display name. Let me just delete that, the name part, plus double quotes. Okay, and if you see here, the ticket number is a dummy ticket number, so I'm also going to change that as well. So let me just select that, plus this would be the output of the create issue activity, and I'll be using this issue key here, plus, and we'll remove this ASDF dummy value. Nothing else, I guess. Yep, all looks okay. Click on save, and I'll be saving this to a variable. So let me just use a variable here. So let me just give it a name, email response, and we'll hit create. And in the else part, I'll be using another activity called set variable value, and we'll using the same variable name here, this email response. And let me just copy all the content here. Yep, so this is my English language content. Next, I'm adding one more activity, reply to email, to send a response to the user. Let me just search for that, reply to email, and I'll be using the same email here. Let me just check that again. Yep, so it should be email received email. Let me just select that, and in the body part, I'll be using the same variable that we created earlier, the converted, what's the name, this convert, this email response. Hit save as dot false, and I'll just change the priority to high. Yep, my automation is ready now. Yep, let me just check it again. Yeah, generate text condition is also okay. If condition okay, this condition also looks okay to me. This is my Gmail. Now I'll be sending an email to my Outlook account. I've already copied a Romanian content here. Let me just write the subject here, product not working, and I'll copy the content here in the body, and we'll hit send, and it will soon appear to my Outlook. Yep, there we go. This is a Romanian content. Now I'll convert that to English. You can see the product had stopped working, and it has sent an email to the customer support team, and this was the original content. Now let's just go ahead and run this process. It is building the process now. The process has now been started. It is trying to get an email from the Outlook. The activity now turns green. So it has now started executing. The language is Romanian. You can see that on the right hand side in the log sections. And now it is going to execute other activities, and will take, I guess, 5-7 seconds more. Yep, the process now has been completed, I guess. Let me just go ahead and see that. Yeah, execution has ended now. And if I go here and see the data, it should be there. Let me just see. Yep, it is there. The email language, JIRA ID, JIRA key, everything is there. And if I go here to my Gmail, I can see the response that I got in the Romanian language only. And now if I go to my JIRA, this is my team dashboard. The ID was team 7. Let me just go ahead and click that. This was a subject, product not working, and all the Romanian content was converted by the OpenAI connector into English. Yep, So everything is okay. So that is about the demo. Please comment if you like it, or share your feedback with us. Thank you. Bye. Happy automation.